Taurus, welcome to your career and finance reading. Today we're going to go over your energies surrounding your career and financial journey. I'm going to go ahead and pull some classic Rider-Waite tarot cards as well as some from the Tarot Nefertari to clarify if I feel called to, and then we will pull some career and finance oracle cards for specific messages and advice. So without further ado, let's get into it. Spirit, I thank you for the opportunity to read for the Taurus Collective regarding career and finance today. I ask for clear and concise messages as well as protection as we go through this active divination together. The protection being for myself, the message, and the viewer as we take this journey together. I thank you. Ashe. Amin. All right. So we are heading into Mercury retrograde season. We are in the shadow period now as of the time of recording. It's like the last week of February when I'm recording this. So this is for the last week of February, going into the beginning of Mercury retrograde. Really and truly, it's all about energy. Energy is actually just timeless. So what I like to do when I watch tarot readings, especially for things that I'm really interested in, like career and finance readings, I'm a Taurus sun, for those who don't know. I like to watch it the initial time and then save the video to my watch later. And then I'll go back maybe about 2 to 4 weeks after, and I will rewatch the video as I reflect. Usually I will journal also, so as I'm reflecting on the last couple of days or weeks, I will watch the video again and see what patterns I went through that perhaps I didn't anticipate at the time when I first watched it. That's just me personally though. All right, so action being taken on Taurus, or that Taurus is taking regarding career and finance. What do we have? Ooh-wee! Okay, first of all, I'm only taking what showed its face, respectfully. So that was the 8 of Wands. So, okay. All right. A lot of quick action, quick movement. From whose end, I'm not really sure yet. Reaction. The 10 of Wands, so a lot of hard work happening. You might be juggling multiple streams of income is specifically what I'm hearing. Okay. Reaction, or the outcome, excuse me, is justice. You might also have a Libra placement. This channel is dedicated to Venus-ruled signs, which would be Taurus and Libra. I'm a Taurus sun and Libra moon. So justice actually is very strong Libra energy. So if you're like me and you have Libra in your chart, this could be you, but this also could just be the scales tipping in your favor. You're doing a lot of work. You're being presented with an opportunity, and it looks like multiple opportunities are coming at you very quickly. Almost as if they were being held back by a gate, and that gate has finally burst open and all these opportunities are falling on you. You're working hard, but it doesn't look like you mind. Like you're working on multiple streams of income. You might be in school and working, right? Because being in school is technically still working on a stream of income. It's just, more delayed than starting a business right now. But at the end of the day, you're still going to have prospects. Okay. What else? What do I need to know about this? Ooh. Okay. We have strength. We have the 6 of Swords rolling into the 8, or not 6 of Swords, excuse me, 6 of Pentacles rolling into the 8 of Pentacles. So you're coming into a situation where you're taking up a lot of responsibility. Very strong Leo energy here with the Strength card as well. And you go from... There's a steady progression in your financial gains here. So like I said before, this looks like it's more than likely more than one stream of income. It looks like you have maybe 2 jobs, or you have a job and a side hustle, or you have 2 jobs and 2 side hustles, child. So we also have the 4 of Wands. So you're partnering up. This is like a happy ending, but it's also a union. It looks like you're signing contracts. This is specifically what I'm getting. You're joining forces. You're signing contracts. At least one of these contracts is enough to pay, like cover your bills, and the rest of it looks like it could either be play money or saving money. But this looks really, really good, and it doesn't look like something that you are anticipating either. What can you tell me? Oh my God. everyone's throat chakra just seems to be kind of jacked up. Make sure you're doing whatever it is that you do in order to kind of get yourself back to a better state with your sense of communication, because that can definitely trip you up. Okay, you're moving into calmer waters. Looks like you've been through a hell of a ride and you're finally moving into calmer waters. So very, very, very positive progression here. Nice. There is a book. Oh my gosh. What is it called? And it's very specific. If you are somebody that identifies with very feminine energy, I'm going to pull the name of the book right now. Where's my phone? Because I actually have been listening to it as an audiobook. I read it as a physical copy the first time. The name of the book is, if you would just load. The name of the book is Nice Girls Don't Get the Corner Office by Lois P. Frankel. Okay. Nice Girls Don't Get the Corner Office by Lois P. Frankel. If you are a woman or you heavily identify like with female energy and feminine energy, that book is one that is really helpful for breaking some of the socialization patterns that tend to that might serve us in interpersonal settings that are not business based, so like in our family lives, but perhaps hinder us from being able to, I guess, play the game. Because if you're going to be in these environments making this kind of money, you got to play the game to some extent. For what aim, that's your business. But the book is really helpful for identifying a lot of the socialization patterns that we're taught that essentially make it so that we trip ourselves up in business and in finance. So it's a very interesting book. Highly recommend. All right, let's go ahead and pull some finance, career and finance oracle cards, just so that we can get a better understanding of what it is that we are dealing with here. Okay. So what do we need to know regarding career and finance? Beginning. So we have, it's a good time to start a new job or a whole new career. You have creative ideas that get noticed. Build a nest egg for the future. So a lot of people advise against starting anything new during Mercury retrograde. This is what the card actually looks like. So I'm going to show you the artwork here. What is that? Oh, it's a bird. I thought it was a cat. A lot of people are very wary of starting new things during retrogrades. I don't think it's so much as starting new things is bad. It just be cautious and double check to make sure the contract looks the way you want it to look and that the terms are agreeable for you. But I don't think refraining from starting new things is like a strict rule that everybody must follow. Prickly situation. You need both tact and diplomacy to reach your goals. The struggle is worth the prize. Work around the issue and use a gentle touch. Okay. So learning tact and diplomacy and learning how to sharpen your business-based social skills is something that you're being called to do at this time. The book that I just mentioned, Nice Girls Don't Get the Corner Office by Lois P. Frankel, Frankel. Very, very, very good book. Like, highly recommend. My little sister is about to graduate college, and I have her reading the book right now as she prepares to go into her first professional job, just to give her, a little boost. Give and take. Be open to giving and receiving to keep the flow of abundance going. Give someone a chance and ask for what your heart desires. That last sentence is really strong. The kicker that I'm getting to make sure that the collective understands. Please ask for what it is that you want. Do not walk into a conversation, an interview, a discovery call. Do not walk in looking to sell yourself as if, you're trying to almost beg this person to work with you or beg this person to hire you. You are there to cut a deal. You're not there to beg this person to take a chance on you. You should be the one determining if you want to take a chance on them. The economy could be doing the pop, lock, and drop it. It can be doing a cha-cha slide. That has nothing to do with you. That does not mean, and if that means you have to take a job that, maybe is a little bit of a pay cut for you to make ends meet because you can't find a job, totally understandable. But when you go into the interview for the job that you do want, do not go in there and feel like you're afraid to ask for what you want. You're qualified. They called you in there for a reason. You're qualified. They did a discovery call. They want to work with you for a reason. Don't go in there and act as though, give and take is important. But remember, it's not wrong to take. Just like it's not wrong to give, it's not wrong to take. Be okay with receiving. So yes, giving is important, but receiving is something that I'm really picking up on. A lot of us are struggling with in the collective. Guilt around receiving, or feeling as though we don't deserve something, or maybe we're not worthy, or we haven't exercised XYZ skill in a while, so maybe I'm not good enough for. No, we're not doing that. Okay? Affirmations, looking in the mirror, self-love. That's what we're doing right now. Okay, we have expression. You need work that lets you express your creative self. You could do well at writing, blogging, or a career in communication. So one of your multiple streams of income might just be a blog, right? It might just be some kind of written communication, or you might be writing the script for videos that you'll put on YouTube, right? So you're tapping into your creative side and you're expressing yourself. That is one of the wands that is coming in quickly at you as an opportunity for financial fulfillment. So really interesting stuff. I'm very curious to hear like what these things are and how these things are playing out for you. If you've been made privy to what is going on in your energy, I'd love to know in the comments. We have the future. Plan for the future while living in the present. You are always supported by spirit. Your psychic abilities can bring you prosperity. So you might be starting a tarot channel as one of your side hustles. You might be offering personal readings. You might be, whatever it is. That's just an example, right? So you have multiple opportunities for financial fulfillment. And I'm hearing also that you're not going to have the conventional, work life that you thought you were going to have when you were 16 and you went to career day when you were in high school. And, people, I clock in at 9 o'clock and I can go home at 5. Nothing is wrong with that. I work a 9 to 5. Right? I work a 9 to 5. I literally just got off from work. I closed my laptop right over there. I know you can't see it, but I'm pointing my head right over there and over there. And I'm right here reading because this is what I like to do. So, it's not going to be conventional. Right? So you just got to keep that in mind. Don't have shame about asking for what you want. You're a trailblazer. You're supposed to be unconventional. People look to you for inspiration. You don't even realize that. So, you're heading in a very positive direction. Anything else? Oh, I saw somebody showed their face. Who was it? Great match. Beautiful. Okay. Great match. You are on the verge of finding the perfect work for you. Don't give up. You may need to grow your own business to be truly happy. Look at that. Great match. You are walking into this period of abundance that I don't even think at the time when you're watching this right now, you're probably like, Venus, stop lying. Like, you don't even see this coming. This is not something that you're able to anticipate, but you've been doing the work. You've You're at a place now. You have been fine. You've been executing. You've been keeping your head down. You've been learning. You probably also had a couple of ventures that maybe didn't work out the way you wanted it to. So now you're just like, this is not going to work for me. I can't make money online, or I can't do this, or I can't do that. And that's not even what it is. Those things didn't work out, but you retained the lesson. So now when you go into this next chapter and you are juggling these multiple streams of income with these multiple wands, and you're carrying these multiple wands, and you're standing in your energy, and you're able to prosper because you're able to exhibit strength, now it's not even going to feel as heavy as it was before. Why? You're not even having to work as hard as you used to. Why? Because you learned the lessons from your previous endeavors. Maybe you started a YouTube channel in the past and you didn't like it, so you scrapped it. But now you know how to edit videos. Now you know how to make thumbnails. Now you have these skills you did not have before when it was your first go around. So this experience is fundamentally never going to be like the experience that you're about to have, because the experience that you're about to have builds on the experiences you've previously had. You didn't like your past job. It was toxic, so you left. or you got laid off because they suck at financial management and they overhired or whatever the hell happened, right? You get a new job. The job isn't even as hard or stressful as it was before because number one, maybe you have job security now because you're working in a different sector or whatever the case may be. And so now you're not even worried about that. Maybe you've built up a nest egg because you have multiple streams of income. You're not even worried about if you get laid off. You don't care. You have other streams of income. So you're always able to make sure that your finances are cobbled together in a way that gives you the freedom that you're looking for. So with that being said, Taurus, you know, this is a time of great financial transformation. We're also right on the cusp of this Uranus and Taurus malarkey coming to an end. Like, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it started in 2018, which is when I started my career. I had to drop out of college I was a computer science major, and I had to drop out in order to help take care of my siblings because we had a family emergency. You know, parents weren't in, you know, health-wise, weren't in a situation to be able to take care of the kids, so I had to do it. I'm barely a decade older than these kids. I was young. I didn't know how to raise children, but I did my best, and now they are also computer science majors. Right? I'm wrapping up my bachelor's so I can matriculate into my master's program. And I have a career. I started my career back end at a very popular technology company. They took a chance on me when I didn't think they would. You know, people told me that people who look like me, who have tattoos and nails and, you know, I'm of a mixed background. I'm Jamaican, Syrian, and Cuban. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people today look at me and don't even believe me when I say I'm an engineer. I have years of experience in the field. AI can't replace me. That's why I still have a job. Right? So, and I'm not laughing because it's funny in like the sense that other people have been negatively affected. That has less to do with technology and more to do with businesses trying to like cover their own behinds for making poor financial decisions. But my point is, I didn't have the conventional experience professionally, and I didn't think that I was going to be able to have any success in my field. I didn't think that anybody would take a chance on me and look at my portfolio and say, damn, this girl is talented. I don't have student loan debt because, you know, I was getting scholarships when I was in school. I played tennis when I was in college. It was part of my scholarship package. So, like, you know, people had hopes for me that, you know, just didn't play out the way they wanted to, but I was making more money than my friends who finished school and they had debt to pay on top of it. So just because you don't have a conventional path, it doesn't mean that you're not going to be successful. Your success is just going to look different than the conventional path because you're unconventional. So with that being said, Taurus, I'm so proud of you, baby. We're back. We're back. Like, we're finally back. We're back. I was saying in the general reading, like, Tauruses are supposed to, it's our birthright to live well, to have positive sensory experiences, to eat good food, to take nice baths. And that's how we thrive. That's how we feel our best. Everyone's energy is different, but we're finally getting back to a place where we're able to get back to the regular scheduled programming. Okay, we are back. So with that being said, enjoy your money bags and I'll talk to you soon. Be well. Bye.